Okay, yo, what it do, everybody? We up here in the building with one of Memphis's very own. Introduce yourself, my guy.
Man, big to that the Late Bloomers podcast out of South Memphis, South part of it.
Yourself, my guy.
Man, big to that the Late Bloomers. Damn, my
Oh,
bad. I got it on my
no, you good,
laptop.
you good. All good, yeah. There's so much stuff that be going on in the background. You be like, oh, this playing, that
Yeah,
playing, no. So,
just see myself. You hear me? Yeah. Watching the
so much
episode.
technology around. It's easy to mess up. Um, so okay, let's get to growing up in Memphis though. Like talk about yourself growing up and everything in Memphis and all that good stuff.
Well, like I said, from the South part of Memphis, Cambridge, Tree, Wellington area. I would say towards my teenage years, I moved towards we would call it the bottom, uh, not the Walker Home area. It's the Nehemiah area, like off of Third Street. So I moved to that area, like I said, around teenage years, and kind of jumped off the porch from there, from 15, 16 on up, and I would say in my early 20s, I got in trouble. I ended up catching a little gun charge, robbery charge. I was playing college basketball as well, and I ended up getting in trouble. Went to prison for 7 years. You know what I'm saying? And so shit, I've been out for 7, been out for 8 years, and just been really been trying to get things back going. So a lot of my podcasts really talk about kind of like my life, the niggas that I grew up around, as far as the money bag yo, the BO, the stupid dukes. Like these the dudes from my side of town who I grew up with. And the OG Boo Dirties. Uh so it's pretty much like the background. South Memphis dude, right?
How was it seeing them grow like become so prominent in a sense, in Memphis, and then now they don't spread out of Memphis, where everybody bringing their names up now. With Bo Lil Kenny, he's the one that a lot of people bring up. You know what I'm saying, and I hear a lot of people bringing up Stupid Duke. I don't correct me if I'm wrong, but didn't Stupid Duke like he went to jail, right?
Yeah,
And it's
pretty stupid, pretty stupid. Yeah, he just got locked up about, I want to say, like 8 months ago. Maybe a little longer than that, but he just went back to jail.
No, yeah, I don't know. They said somebody, helped get him locked up. He was like, or I guess you know how the people be talking. What do you think about? I guess so. Young Mob, Bo Lil Kenny, is he a branch from Young Mob? From what I
Is he a
take it.
is he a branch from Young Mob? I'm Young Mob. So
So
what you
no,
mean?
okay. So like Bo Lil Kenny, he's associated with like he's Young Mob, right? Or is he his own separate entity? That's what I want to.
Nah, he Young Mob. He Young Mob.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want to make sure. All right, all right, all right. Um, how is the temperature now in the city though? Like everything that's transpired from, I mean, hell, even before Dolph, you could probably say that there's things that happened before Dolph, but you got that, then Dolph, and then now the Govan.
Vigilante, vigilante, hot. Uh, it's been like this actually since I got out of prison. Since in 2017. Actually, before that, I ain't gonna even lie. Like just dating back to before prison, man. 2010. The temperature in Memphis pretty much been hot. You know what I'm saying? It's been vigilante, and it's like the cliques don't make it no better in our city though. The cliques don't make it no better. What do big gang? The cliques don't make it no better. Uh, it's a bunch of clicking up. It make it worse. The music kind of done fucked it up. Like, uh, is that my? Can you see it? He ain't got me going.
Oh yeah, you on there? I'm about to put you on the solo.
Okay, okay. Yeah, the music really fucked it up though, man. Like everybody that's getting deals, you know what I'm saying, might have street shit still going on. So that's kind of done messed the ass city up. Uh, so it's been messed up, but it's just getting worse. To be real, the dog situation, man, just kind of, it was like the icing on the cake type shit.
Okay. I'm live in. It took me a minute. My bad, man. What's going on, brother?
You hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hold on. Did Jay got me up there?
Yeah, 1 second. He should I hear gang. Or I'm
Can
gonna
I
you
drop.
can't hear Big Game at all though.
you can't hear me?
I ain't heard you since you been on here.
You can't hear him now?
I can't hear him. I haven't heard one word he said.
Oh
Say something
shit.
now, gang.
Can you hear me? Let me come back out and come
I
back.
can hear a gang. That's weird as hell. I'm telling you, this StreamYard be doing some bull-ish,
That's why
boy.
I don't fuck with StreamYard, man. I'm telling you.
Normally, I go straight to YouTube. Trust me. Whenever it's virtual, I'll do
Right.
StreamYard because I can hear gang, but you can't. That's extra weird. Let me try to do it again.
I know you got some questions and shit.
Oh yeah. And then I sent him, everything too. So
Yeah.
okay. So while we waiting on him though, let's go ahead and get to this because he got the weirdest name. Golly, it gets me every time. I
Fuck it
want to
up
say
too. I
Govan
call
first.
him Govan and Govan. I fuck it up too, man.
I've been seeing a lot of names. I also see they be going in on him. But what do you
Yeah.
think about this man? He going crazy on online. Of course, people don't brought up his daughter, but that's why he's going off on Charleston White. But also, he's talking about trying to expose quote unquote Kenny Money for a fight that he got beat up with CEO Teasy. Then he talking about releasing the audio, which we'll get to with Paper Route Woo as well. So what do you think about Govan? Because he also commented on your stuff as well. He commented, let me read what he said to you. You made a video, and then he said, this, I don't know if it's Quet or Cat, sorry. And this
Quick.
message is Quet. There you go. This Quet, and this message is for Kenny Money, Uncle. Kenny Money,
Shout out to
Uncle.
BG. Shout out to Walking Home BG, man. It's somebody I do podcasting with. One of my brothers. Yeah.
I respect your mind about your nephew, but it go both ways. I ain't never had an issue with bruh until he made a subliminal post about me. As long as he keep his subliminal comments to himself, we good. Otherwise, I'm going back in. Salute.
I
Interesting. What
mean,
do you think about Govan since the trial?
okay, let me say this. Me personally, I don't have no issue with what he said on that post. So he said it with some respect, and that's how he feel. But as far as him doing this thing, I say some of it might be a little bit distasteful, and some people, man, but shit, he got his 60 seconds of fame. So I mean, until it run out, I mean, you got to go with your one thing about a Memphis person, good, bad, or ugly, man. They gonna go with they move. You know what I'm saying? They gonna go with they move, and that's his move right now. So I don't have no issue with him going with his move. And as far as him addressing people, shit, I don't have no issue with that either. I mean, shit, that's his prerogative. He feel like a nigga saying something wrong, and he feel like squaring them up, and he dropping his nuts and doing it, and shit, that's him doing it. He just got to be. Everybody got to be mindful of what's going on at the end of the day. If you choose to go down that route or responding back to him like a Charleston White, I don't see that going too far because they both, it's too much media and attention on them for far as it to really get ugly, regardless of how much they saying. Even with him and City Nash and the Stan G's, I just feel like it's all a money grab. To be real, just a money grab. So I can't fault him from trying to get money off of his situation.
You know what I found interesting is, I don't know, you may know this, but I saw like last week I was on his Instagram page because he was commenting on a video Stan did, and
Right.
lo and behold, his no publicist, his manager is Angel the publicist.
Mm.
Angel the publicist is also Charleston White's manager and is also Seti Nash's manager. The last time I checked, so it's kind of interesting that he going at both of these cats and they got the same managers. Ain't that kind of crazy?
Like I said, it's a money play. Like when I seen him and City Nash doing they little two step, the first thing I said, it was a play. It just looked like a play. It looked like you was waiting on him to pop up on your screen. And I never seen Steady Nash since I've been, you know what I'm saying, YouTube. And Steady Nash had me on this platform last year talking about Govan and Stan G actually. And I never seen him just snap like that. You know, so I felt like it was a play all along.
What's good? Can you hear
That's
me
in my
now?
opinion. Can't hear shit you saying.
God
Can't hear
damn! What
shit you
the
saying,
fuck?
big guy. I ain't gonna lie, can't hear shit you saying.
Man, what the
I
fuck
can
is wrong with
see
my
you
Oh,
though.
I can
phone?
hear
God
gang. So
damn!
that's weird. You
My
can't? Are
bad.
you like? So you can't hear him? That's weird. I can hear him.
I'm positive I can't hear him. I see him doing this and all this shit, but I can't hear him at all.
That's so weird because I can hear him. That's so that's, that's
I can hear you clear. I can see him clear. I just can't hear him.
that's too weird. I don't. Man, that's
You
gonna
want
make.
me to want me to drop down and so he can get his questions in, then you can maybe bring me back up or something.
Maybe just drop down, and I'm gonna add both of y'all. So just drop down for a second, and then I'll
Okay,
add y'all both again. Because sometimes this shit be doing some weird
how
shit.
you drop down? I ain't just a stream yard man. So hold on.
Uh, Depends on what you want. If you're on the phone, I think if you just hit that it should be like a little back button. There you go. My bad, y'all. See, man, StreamYard, you pay for StreamYard, they still do you dirty. See, StreamYard don't want us to expose what's really going on. Yeah, appreciate it, frequent Liar Riles podcast. You always be showing love. Let me see if one of them. Let's see. Okay, so True Dad's back up in here. All right, all right. We'll see when Gang come in here if you can hear him. It could have been something
Okay.
weird that's going on. But
Okay.
while we wait on him, I'm gonna give you another solo layout. Okay, so yeah, Govan. Yeah. So I just found it interesting though, and then like we said, they got the same manager, make you kind of think like, because King AK-47 was thinking that the Govan and Seti Nash play was a play that just went wrong. Like at first it was supposed
That's
to
what
be
I
like,
that's what I said. I feel like it was a play up until like what I'm saying. He knew he was gonna get on there with him, but the conversation went left. You know what I'm saying? But to say you didn't know he was gonna get up on the screen, I kind of feel like that was a little far fetched. So I feel like he knew. I feel like they may have talked beforehand, and like I said, he came up and the conversation just went where it went. But it definitely felt like a play. It definitely, you know, it just seemed like when he went on the screen, he was waiting on somebody to pop up. He was stalling, like from me watching. But I could be wrong. But that's just what it feels like. Then it took him 4 days to get back on the screen because I feel like he was dealing with the backlash, what everybody was saying. It took him 4 days to even come back. You know, but you know, hey, we just watching. Austin media. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sheesh. Okay, you probably can hear me now. I don't know what the hell just happened on that. All right, my bad. You on mute though, so if you talking, that's the only reason why I can't hear you. But chat, can you hear me? Frequent, can you hear me? I don't know what happened to the mics. Yeah, I'm calling support tomorrow. Give me a refund. Stream y'all. Sheesh. Okay, I don't know if you heard any of the things I asked. Can you hear me?
I hear you now. I had it muted. I didn't know you was back on the screen.
No. You good. I have my stuff had randomly. I didn't see my microphone moving on the app, so yeah,
Okay.
they gonna get a support anyway. So what I asked was my bad. So I
All right.
said, Yo Gotti, do you think Yo Gotti's in hiding from Memphis, or is he good? You know, or is he only if he does go to Memphis, is he in and out like a thief in the night for Yo Gotti? Just since all the young Dolph stuff and especially this trial.
I wouldn't say he had. I just think he moves smooth. You know, what sense would it really make him just to be in Memphis like that? Other than to just take care of business, be here, be in and out. I mean, so I don't think he had. And it just, for the most part, when you got smoke, it mostly be in your city. You know what I'm saying? So why would it be? It just don't be. It wouldn't be a good look to just be in Memphis full time and be lacking. You know what I'm saying? Caught lacking, or just have to have your height of security up too much. You know what I'm saying? Who want to live like that? Everywhere you got to go, you got to have 20, 30 people with you. Nah, that's what it's gonna take. That's what it's gonna have to do in Memphis. So I don't think he had. It just makes sense to move smooth when you in Memphis. We all of what's going on. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion.
No, yeah, because a lot of people were, and I'm just going by the internet. See, I have no merit to talk on what's me per se in Memphis. A lot of times I just speak on what I see in comments, and I'm like, this is what the comments be saying, and other
Right.
people here and there. But I see some people like, oh, he ran up to Texas so he can, claim stake there because he had to get out of Memphis. But that makes sense because a lot of the times, most of these rappers, outside of a few of them, get killed in their own hood. So it's
Right.
like, and look what happened to Big Jook, his own brother, because Big Jook should have did the same thing Gotti did and get the hell up out of there. It seemed like, I don't know if I'm speaking out of line, but it just seems like, he's overstayed what he needed to do.
I just feel like they just two different they two different people. You know what I'm saying? They move different. If you just think about it and go back, yeah, I done heard different people say there been incidents that done happened to Yo Gotti, but since I've been in Memphis, I don't just really hear about a whole lot that done happened to him. So I said this to say he know how to move. He know how to move, so he just move how he's supposed to move, regardless. The goal is to make it back home. So you got to move how you supposed to move when you got money. And Juke, like I said, Juke more so a little bit more street than Gotti, in my opinion. So he moved a little different.
Facts. I can see that. No, yeah, I just wanted to, you know what I'm saying, to see, because a lot of people be saying it, but I want to see somebody that's, in Memphis at the moment, you know what I'm saying, so they can see what's really going on. But a good piggyback question is, so did Gucci Mane put the battery in young Dolph's back? Because um, he was at the studio. I remember sitting in the background that a lot of people didn't remember until I put the thing up and Gang talked about it. But he was sitting there talking about, oh, Gotti, he dropped on 1017. He know not to drop on 1017. Of course, they got the Keisha Kior rumors. I don't know if allegedly what they're saying is that Gotti smacked her. So what do you think about that whole situation? Like, do you think that he put the battery in Dolph's back to kind of still diss him vicariously through him, like through Dolph, and or did he do a lot of destruction in Memphis, or is it just kind of what happened?
I don't know if he put the battery in his back. I feel like they just had a common interest. You know what I'm saying? They wind up being partners and respecting each other, get down, and they come and dish like they both might have felt some type of way about them. And I feel like Dolph did what he did on his own. You know what I'm saying? Him and Gucci might have had like I said, they differences against Gotti, but you never really heard Gotti and Gucci, in my opinion. They shit kind of fizzled out fast. It was some issues, but then it fizzled out fast, so it never really got too deep for it to, yeah, they had the issue about the woman and the dropping on the same day. But I think it just be, you know what I'm saying? Shit, just two niggas that rock with each other and they don't fuck with dude. And and God Dolph issue was Dolph issue. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion. It could seem like that because of how
I can't
Gucci
hear you.
came and got certain artists and all of the artists that rock with Gucci and PRE, they kind of align. You know what I'm saying? So it could seem like that. You know what I'm saying? It is some common interest. Gucci getting a lot of Memphis artists, but I don't think it rubbed off on Dolph far as I don't think he put the battery in Dolph back. But they could have been on some, we gonna do this though. We gonna try to corner the Memphis market. They could have been on their own type of little shit. But I don't think he was putting the battery in Dolph back though.
Okay, okay, because it just looked crazy because this is like I could, and this is just me being internet, okay? So, my bad. But I could see Dolph. I mean, I could see Gucci being there when Dolph dropped that play with your bit. He going, oh, you gotta drop that right now. Like, Gucci was loving that.
I can see him being in the studio. I can see him being around. I can see him being in the studio. But I still feel like Dolph was gonna do that anyway though.
That's a fact. You're right.
That's what I'm saying. I feel like Dolph was gonna do that anyway. So shit, at the end of the day, I don't fuck with that nigga. So shit, I ain't gonna tell you no.
You know what? That's a
Sound
fact.
good. You know what I'm saying? It sound good.
Yep. And it was a hit. He wasn't lying. So hey, what
Right.
do you think about him with real quick? I know this a quick question. Him and Pooh Shiesty, you think when he gets out that Gucci gonna give Pooh Shiesty the push that he needs, or do you think Pooh Shiesty need to get away from Gucci just because of all his artists flopping, even though he dropped everybody, but Pooh Shiesty and what Fujiano?
Fujiano. Uh Man, you know what? I think Pooh Shiesty is such a that made himself such a name Gucci really, to me, he more of an A&R than a CEO. He good at look find the talent, but it's more so if you already ready to go. But if he got to build you up into somebody, it ain't gonna work. So okay, Pooh Shiesty is, when it comes to these young niggas, he pretty much a household name. So in saying that, man, it's really on Pooh. It's really on Shiesty because he don't need Gucci no more. But then at the same time, it just depends on how much loyalty he got for him, how much money on the table, and how long he's still in his contract with him. I can see him getting out and maybe fulfilling his contract, but I don't think he need him no more though.
Nah, yeah, because to me, they got the Shiesty mask. He's got his own brand. So
All
to
right,
me, I don't think you really need that. He may could even go to an independent route, especially he done came out of jail. People ain't heard from him in a while. So if he drops some fire music, they're gonna be going crazy.
fact, fact, fact.
No, yeah, for sure. So here's one. Okay, so I covered this story, but I never called the man a snitch. They was mad because I reported it. I just found it interesting because I had to ask a lot of people about this. And you
Okay,
in Memphis, I want to know what Memphis at this moment is thinking about Paper Route Wu being brought up in that paperwork, calling the police. They said Govan said he got the audio call. Paper
right.
Route Wu called the police after a shootout. I don't know if that was during the one with Cornelius when the gun jammed, or if that was in another one. But he was like, "Yo, I'm off Allendale. I'm over here. They shooting at me. What do the streets think about Paper Wu? Because it's divided. People are calling him 9/11 Wu. He had to take a shot. I'm playing. then some people are saying, well, he's registered with a gun, so he had to do that. I'm gonna let you cook.
Well, I did a little debate. I asked you a question, man, and most people feeling like he did what he had to do. I ain't gonna no, hold on. I ain't gonna say most people. You got people that's feeling like it was smart. You got some feeling like he did what he had to do. And then you got some people feeling like shit do a police action. Me personally, I try to refrain from calling people police and shit like that. I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have thought to do it. It wouldn't have popped in my mind. But I ain't gonna call them the police. But in the city, it's mixed. It's like some people like shit. What y'all wanted him to die? It's people like feeling like that too, though. Like he did what he had to do. Did nothing happen behind it. Like, but then you got a lot of people calling it police activities. Me personally, I'm gonna just say I wouldn't have did it. I wouldn't have thought to do it. And then you got some people not kind of agreeing with his response, why he did it, to make sure nobody went hit. You know what I'm saying? I probably wouldn't have said that. I just wouldn't have left that shit alone. Me personally. Some shit don't need no response, you know, especially when it's tricky like that. So
No, yeah, I just heard a lot of people talking about that, and especially Govan over here. He threatening Kenny Money and him. Like I said, I want to like kind of counter that in a sense, not
okay,
really, but like if Govan does drop that audio, let's just say because of the Young Thug stuff going on, and I got a question to ask about that too in a little bit.
okay.
But with all of that, do you think that can damage Paper Route Woo, or do you think if that audio comes out, depending on how it is, because the way Govan's painting it, he's painting it like that man was panicking for his life, which anybody shooting at you, I'm not saying I wouldn't panic for my life, but that's just how he's putting it.
Uh, I feel like it ain't gonna damage. the brand as a whole, I don't even feel like it's no damage. Woo, just being real because it's like I get it. I really understand him because in one instance, Wu standing on business too though. Like he's standing on business, and but then you got the aspect of him doing what he said he did. So damage, I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't look at it as it ain't that bad, but it ain't that good either, though, bro. That's
Right?
all I'm
It's
gonna
like in the
say.
middle, right? It's not because he didn't give a name. He didn't
Yeah,
get nobody locked up. He
yeah,
just wanted
bro.
the laws to pull up and them fools to get away from there. And
Yeah,
then
it just
if yeah, if
ain't
he's
that
on
bad, but
camera,
it ain't that good either, man. That's all, it ain't that bad, but it ain't that good, man. But shout out to Wu. I'm glad he's still alive. For real, for real.
now, yeah, he going up. He got the interviews going. I saw he dropped a video either today or the other day. So Paper Route really taking advantage of the situation. Putting on for Dolph, especially Key Glock. Real quick too, side one. Well, what do you think about Key Glock? Is Key Glock holding it down for Dolph? Because he said he ain't never gonna go back to Memphis, like you said. Because I mean, of course he gonna go back to Memphis, but talking about like staying out there because there's no point in him going out there and staying in Memphis. So what you think about Key Glock?
Man, I fuck with Key Glock. I like Key Glock movement, man. I definitely feel like he representing for Dolph. He doing his thing. And long as he just stay positive, stay working, man, he gonna work out for him. And it really ain't no need to, like I said, when the city, we in this type of city we in, bro. It fucked up in Memphis though, bro. Like I ain't just, people don't just really be talking, and I know it's rough in other places, but when you really here, you know how cutthroat it is. Like for real, for real. Like it's different blogging on it, but I stay here, I've been here, I'm be here, I move around in this time. It's rough, like for real. So he a target here, So it really ain't no nigga ain't got nothing to prove. He don't have anything to prove as far as just being here like that. Yeah, come through, see your family, do this, but man, get on back up out of Memphis.
Oh, I feel you. Especially Memphis right now. It just seemed like it's crazy. I had one of my homeboys tell me his homeboy said he pulled up in Memphis. This was like a year or two ago. And he was driving around and somebody, cut him off. It was like, hey man, you looking different around this here. What the hell's who is you? And he was like, yo, I ain't from here. I'm from Ohio. I ain't trying to cause no smoke. I'm so what I'm saying? But they was like, all right, bet. But it just, allegedly that's what he said. So I was just like, yeah, Memphis is hot.
Where he was at? He tell you what part of Memphis he was at?
He ain't say I need to ask him, and I can update you. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm curious. But he
Let
said
me ask you something. What's your own look of Memphis? Like how do you rate Memphis from afar?
to me, here's the thing with Memphis. Memphis got it when it comes to music. Tennessee in general, when it comes to country music, they run country, of course, and then Austin's like they second home, Texas they second home when it comes to country. But when it comes to hip hop, for sure, I think a lot of the crunk music. Even Stan said this, a lot of the crunk music from Atlanta really like all Atlanta riffs from Memphis. That Memphis sound is unbeatable to me. So when it comes to music, like y'all got it right now. The only problem is just all the bullshit that surrounded. And when Dolph died, that really it's like when Mo 3, I'm from Dallas, when Mo 3 died, it put a black cloud over the city, and the
Right,
black cloud is still there. Like
right,
people still like Long Live Mo 3 the same way they doing Long Live Dolph because they both touch people different ways, but the same way. So
right,
it's in the same way, but with Memphis, a lot more things have transpired with CMG drop some bodies, PRE drop bodies, and then people that are in between that rock with both camps. So that's kind of how I see Memphis. It's like they still got it though, because CMG at the end of the day, they still holding it down. Paper Route still holding it down. So a lot of the biggest artists is out there, but that can kind of go to the next topic in the sense of like Black Youngster. Do you think Black Youngster, there was a downfall of Black Youngster? Because I heard him recently say, because Black Youngster was on that boom, he was on that wave, but it seemed like he interjected himself into that beef. It looks like he resents doing that, going at Young Dolph, doing that stuff at Young Dolph's grave and everything like that. So, do you think Black Youngster can dig himself out the hole, or is it just finito for Black Youngster? Because a lot of people are saying it's just over for you, boss.
I think he probably took too long of a break. He ran himself hot. You know what I'm saying? With all of the back and forth, and like you said, the grave, and then once this shit got serious and he fell back, I think he might have fell back too long. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause that wave of them antics like that, I think people might be over that. Not saying he can't come back and drop a hit, but just far as the trajectory that he was on at first that you were speaking on, I think it might be over with for that, man. You know, he might need to do some collaborations and shit like that.
No, yeah, that's facts. Two times, you're right. When Roy Lee died, that put the dark
He said
cloud.
two times.
Finesse two times. Oh
He
yeah.
said
No,
two
we gonna talk about two times.
times.
His name's two
Man,
times.
what we
That is
all looking
two.
like? Don't tell me we all looking like.
Hey, they all they
Please
look
don't
like
tell me
they said they
all.
look like the clumps. I started dying, bro. I said I'm tired of the internet. But he said when
Damn.
Roy Lee died, it put a dark cloud over the city. Oh, for sure. Cause that's what sparked. That's what sparked Bubba. When Bubba died, that's when shit really took off. And Rolly said, Mo3 said, nah, F them. I'm about to go crazy on these boys. And that's when it took off. But nah, yeah, for real. So here's the next one.
Ah,
Finesse two times, beefing with his mama. What do y'all think in the city? Does his mama get a lot of respect? Because I'm pretty sure, she got. I know she's not in Memphis. She's out there in Houston now. But you know what I'm saying? Have you ever ran into his mom or heard stories about it? Because she seems pretty solid for the most part. I just hate that she had to put that info out there. And to me, I don't think Finesse two times should have said nothing. But like, what do you think about Finesse two times always going at his family and now it done trickled to the mama?
uh, I think it ain't good for the internet. You know what I'm saying? For one, but I blame both of them though. You know what I'm saying? I can see fault in both of them because it really sounds like it really just about some money. You know, it really just about some money, and we all can say what he ain't did, but what about what he did do? You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't like this shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't like the fact how they going about it in the media, you know, with your mama. But I can't say what a person's supposed to do with his money. You know, at the end of the day, he did move his mama to a better situation. Whether he bought the house right out or not, they said they missed payments 3 times in 3 years. So shit, what about all the time that the payments were made? So 3 times in 3 years, like I said, what was everybody else doing? You gotta take all this shit into consideration, you know. So he could be wrong about how he going about shit, but they wrong how they going about it. And at the end of the day, man, they all mad about somebody else's money. That's what it's about. Somebody else's money. What he ain't doing with his money, what he doing with his money, what he could do with his money. Man, listen, enjoy the ride.
Nah, for real. Because what about No Love? What did y'all think in the city about when No Love got lumped up, by the security and he went on there like that was crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, was y'all really wild and like these boys really over here fighting each other, these brothers?
Man, me and No Love, we did a couple podcasts with each other, about 3, 4 podcasts with each other. Then him and Stan G started doing shit. So really, man, I felt like I told No Love when me and him was rocking, I felt like that he should have stopped talking about his brother on social media. Like I feel like that's the reason that that's their issue because he speak about family business in the media. And he was like, shit, he really was feeling like, that shit content now. Fuck it. It is what it is. So the not incident, it looked bad on both parts. I wouldn't let nobody jump on my little brother. But then, you know what I'm saying? And if I my little brother, I went to social media about the shit. And, I ain't running to social media first time some bullshit happened to me. Especially when I got no motherfucking we not on my head. So I ain't gonna do that. So but I don't think the city just really man, but these folks not really being in Memphis like that. They Memphians, the city fuck with them, but I ain't saying I don't think the city really felt no type of way about it or not. You know what I'm saying? I ain't just really get no fuck.
Oh yeah, I just wanted to say, no love. He funny. He tried to, ask me for a grip of bread. I'm like, hold up, man. I ain't gonna get no. I'm gonna be in the red automatically. We gotta work this out. But it look like he willing to work something out now. So we'll definitely
So
try to
how did
get him on.
so when you say he tried to ask for who?
Just ask for a grip of money that wouldn't make no sense to recoup the money. I'm like, hold up, can we work something out? Like, that we can both mutually do, meet in the middle a little bit more. But I think
Right,
he's, willing to work. But it was just funny, like, hold on, man. But it's just it'd be
right.
funny to the mug. But I was gonna ask, so okay, two-part question. The first part, what are y'all in Memphis feeling about Young Thug? Is Young Thug a rat or not in Memphis, or from your eyes? And then number two, what do you think about him dissing Glorilla on a phone call? Why he got to diss the queen of hip hop, one of the queens of hip hop right now, Glorilla? Although I will say she should have not got that nose job because the nose job looks crazy to me and the boob job. But anyway, what do you think about the first and the second part?
I think Thug definitely was trying to tell. He was throwing his shot at telling. So I think he can't handle no pressure. He definitely can't handle no pressure. And if opportunity was permitted, shit, he would have did what he did. It don't look good. And a lot of people calling him a rat, calling him a snitch. For sure in the city. They definitely saying it. They definitely saying it. They definitely saying it. And as far as the Glorilla part, man, I'm gonna say this. From being in prison, bro, I'm seeing a lot of people releasing a lot of his different phone calls. But bro, when I was in jail, do you know how much shit you talking about on the phone? You
Yeah, I
talking
can
about
imagine.
everything, man. You ain't just talking about your life, your situation. I was talking about Moneybag Yo on the phone when I was in jail. I was talking to Moneybag Yo. I'm talking about Boo Dirty on the phone in jail. I'm hearing Yo Gotti stories. Shit, man, I was locked up with Big Chook when I was locked up. I'm telling people about this. So you talking about all type of shit in prison, bro. So I don't knock that man for having a conversation. It just look bad on top of everything else that's going on. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this shit is what it is, bro. I ain't gonna lie. That shit is what it is, bro. He apologized for it, but I just feel like he just getting a bad hand. Now they just exposing every damn thing. You did this, you did this. So, me personally, bro, like I said, when you locked up, bro, you talking about it. You sitting on the you. I did 7 years, bro. So you think I'm just talking about? Man, I'm talking about every fucking thing you could think of. I'm just being real with you. So I don't look at it like that, bro. You in jail. I done been to jail, so I know it. I know a nigga just ain't talking about they own business. You talking about everything you could think of. You trying to hear about shit. You in jail. You want to hear this. You want to hear about, and then he in the industry, so he want to. Man, they just hard on him right now. They on the top.
No, yeah, just interesting about that. So, so here's the last question that I got. So,
Okay.
You sent a voice message said you and Stan G got some history. What you think about Stan G? Because me, I think Stan G's entertaining. I'm not from Memphis, so what I'm saying, I don't know all the politics out there, but what's your thoughts on Stan G? Because now he's out here in Austin, with us, trying to run it up and just y'all's history and all that.
I don't got no issue with Stan G far as my issue came with content. When I first before I started YouTube, bro was speaking on basically he was speaking on the mob and I ain't know him. So I was like, bro, why you saying all this negative shit? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't like the way he was commentating on niggas I grew up with. So that's how my issue with him started. And then you know, it went to some more bullshit, just some internet type of time. But other than that, man, I ain't really got no issue with Stan G, man. He doing his thing. Some of his shit is like you said, it's entertaining. But he ain't the voice of the city. He don't speak for the whole Memphis at fucking all though. I can't say that. He don't speak for Memphis. He speak for who he speak for, but he not the voice of the city. Memphis has several representatives, bro. So it ain't no one person that speak for Memphis though, bro. I want to say that though.
Oh no, yeah, for sure, for sure. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm just curious because I know y'all. You know what I'm saying? He from Memphis.
I
He
don't
from.
fuck with him though. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with him though.
Well,
Like,
no, no, yeah. You just saying it's more. It's not. Is it cordial is the right term? I don't know if it's that, but at least there's an understanding in a sense. I guess I would say. Hopefully.
I don't say that.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. Okay. Yeah. I just.
It's man, I just don't fuck with him, bro. I just don't fuck with him, bro. He cool for what he do, but I don't fuck with him. But it ain't nothing like it. Just it ain't no real smoke though. It ain't no real smoke.
Oh no,
But I
yeah.
don't
See, that's the
fuck with him,
thing is
bro.
that can always be, I think, overcame too, because that's the thing with like the internet too. A lot of things, what I'm saying, are said and then you heard and you say something. Because even I done said some stuff like, "Oh, I'm wrong. I need to go correct myself. Damn it. Okay, I said this, but it's really this. Okay,
Right,
I'm wrong." I done seen Steady Nash even do it. Like he'll say some things, be like, okay, yeah, I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Get y'all rocks off. Y'all happy now? So I
right,
feel you.
right.
But yeah, I was just curious about that. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I got before I get out of here. Um, is there anything else that you want to talk about before we get out of here? If not, go ahead and drop your YouTube channel and everywhere else where they can find you at, because you're doing your thing. I see.
Man, basically, shit. How do a person? I mean, not a person. How would I be? How would it be possible to see? Build a rapport, do some content with each other. That's basically because I do be having. I have a little audience myself. You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the city, so I'm trying to see how I can. You know, shit, do some
No,
business.
yeah, for sure. We can definitely offline. We can tomorrow morning I'm gonna hit you back up because I'm gonna do some editing and some other stuff tonight. But tomorrow morning I'll hit you up and we can work out something we can do weekly. Whether it's like, what I'm saying, we can figure out the best time and stuff like that. But I'll hit you up offline. I'll even shoot you my number and all that.
Shit. And when you get a chance, you could just, run through some of my content and see what I be doing though. Like I be doing interviews and live performances, reactions. I be moving through the city. So I
No,
know it.
yeah, for sure. We can definitely do that. You know what I'm saying, and cross promote and all that stuff. Because
Shit.
and then if KP be having some stuff that he talks about with Memphis. I don't know if you've seen him, but
Yeah, I
you
say,
can always
hey,
politic with him
I
as
hit
well.
KP up
And others.
last year. I hit KP and Big Game up last year though to try some content with them. They were like, man, send that shit over. We gonna look it out. Like, man, I ain't finna just send no content over. Man. Hey,
No,
nah, we
yeah,
can
I guess
talk.
they wanted to
Yeah.
see some links, but that's just how it go. But no, I'm glad that we finally linked up. So we definitely can, keep it going and doing a little weekly, check in from Memphis, and then just other stuff that we can branch off of. We can take it offline though, for sure, for sure.
For sure. They said Pop Austin, let's set up a studio in Memphis. Shoot it
Nah,
more
no, they want us.
consistent.
We need to pull up to Memphis. We'll pull up there eventually. You know what I'm saying? We need to go out there. So, because we got a lot of people that tap in from Memphis. Because, I mean, when you put Memphis in the title right now, a lot of people be clicking, especially with our channel. So, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate you pulling up too. You know what I'm saying? On a Friday, I know you busy and everything you got going. So, yeah, man, y'all make sure y'all tune in to. Let me
uh
see. You got the link
Late
for it.
Bloomer Podcast, Big True That, Late Bloomer Podcast. I see a couple of my subscribers and shit in the chat too. So I appreciate y'all coming over here to Pop Austin, Tennessee to Texas. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate you fucking with me. Appreciate y'all fucking with Pop Austin. Look forward to some more content.
No, for sure.
Hey, and I'm gonna say this, Pop. Real shit. I'm not the because I still be moving in the city, bro, and still fuck with a lot of people. I ain't really the controversial nigga though. You know what I'm saying?
No, no,
Like,
no, no. Here's my
nah, I'm
thing
just
is
telling
like,
you. I'm just telling you. I ain't saying you said that. I'm just telling
oh,
you. I'm not really the. I'm not the instigate nigga though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't the instigate niggas for real because I still move around out here. I'm still
oh
active
yeah. I
and
don't want to
do shit.
jeopardize nothing that you got going on when you out there. So when I ask anything, you know what I'm saying? Feel free. I'm asking what the comments say. So feel free to check me. Be like, oh hell no, dog. That ain't what's going on out here. Or like you tripping when you hear that. So really, I'm here to tell you what the internet's saying, and then you can combat that type of
For sure,
shit.
for
You feel
sure.
me?
I can do that.
You know what I'm
I can do
saying?
that, but I'm just letting you know what I bring to the table, though, man. I know a lot of shit, but I ain't the police. I ain't trying to solve no cases or none of that shit, though, man. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't trying to solve no cases over here, though.
No, yeah, I feel you on that. Trust me. If I'm talking too much, be like, hey, that's
Nah, you
federal, dog.
good. You good. You good. I'm just telling you about me. You good. You ain't saying shit wrong. You ain't answering no questions or none of that. You good.
No, yeah, I'm just gonna ask a little messy stuff just to see, and then what I'm saying, you play it how you play it. You feel
Back.
me?
It's
So,
up to
but
me.
yeah,
It's up to me to play it. Exactly. But I appreciate you,
exactly.
though, homie. For real, for real.
No, yeah, for sure, for sure. Appreciate you, man. You know what I'm saying? Stay strong out there. Your prayers up for the city. I know y'all got a lot of shit going on right now. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my guy's channel, man. We gonna keep pushing out content and everything. Y'all have a good weekend, man. And I appreciate you, boss.
All right, likewise, bro. Be safe out there.
Yes, sir. Hey, y'all hit that like button. Y'all have a good weekend. You feel me? Yeah, man. We got some more stuff. I'm about to drop a stand episode we did today in probably like 20, 30 minutes or so. So be on the lookout and give me a yeet.